The corrosive liquid in a vehicle battery is actually sulfuric acid. Good news for Pete Doherty. On a long journey, there's always one last drink in the car. So, Germaine's covered herself in oil and glory to get the show on the road. Join us after the break as Shane tiptoes through the tulips and tramples on the daffodils. See you in a minute. Welcome back to Don't Call Me Stupid. Earlier we saw Germaine Greer on car mechanics, motoring her way to a score of 10 points. Next, it was Germaine's turn to take charge and introduce Shane to some of the most colourful sights in Essex. Well, apart from teenage vomit flowing down the Colchester gutters. Yes, Shane was about to enter the fragrant world of Essex wildflowers. Let's see whether he flourished.
Obviously, it's not spanners and ratchets and oil and stuff, but, you know, a man has to understand his feminine side at some point in life.
Oh, hello,
Right.
darling.
Good to see you again, sweetheart. You well?
Yeah.
Good.
Right, Shane. So this is a piece of waste ground. So what do you see?
Thorn bushes and rubbish, really.
Even this, unattractive and all as it is a haven of biodiversity. This is fertilized. Can you see the seed forming under the receptacle there? So that's a perianth tube, and these are petals.
Right.
It's a legume. It's in the same family as peas and beans, and they're in the same family as the trefoils and clovers.
Tubes and whiskers and pots and bells and lips and all sorts of things. I know what she's talking about. It's just like that.
Well, I brought you here because I want to show you ancient woodland in Essex, of which quite a bit survives in patches hither and yon. Look, what's that over there? Have you ever seen it before?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's the red campion.
The red campion. I could almost see the, not disappointment, but the, come on, mate. You know what I mean? Learn something, will you, in her face. And I was like, oh, man, and that kind of made me get under kind of more pressure almost. And I kind of got scared of her, like.
Have I forgotten limited slip differential? Have I?
No, you
No, I haven't. I'm cross now.
Oh, almost like the last hour, a few little key things start to kind of sink in a little bit. So, when you say a sepal, is this here then not like a calyx?
That's right, it is like a calyx, but the calyx is made of sepals. So here we go again, young'un.
Yes.
What are these?
This is a red campus.
No, come on.
I don't know. Campari. Campararis.
You're not going to drink it?
Oh. This is a red
Campion.
campion.
I'm not sure that there wasn't some sort of block in there saying, this is girly stuff and I can't be doing this.
Daydream, I fell asleep amid the flowers for a couple of...
What Germaine was talking about was like a calyx, which I remember that one was because of a ceilidh. We have a ceilidh back in Ireland, which means a good old dance. So that's kind of I stored that one in the head. So calyx. I guess on the day with Germaine, it was all a bit too much information to take in. So now that I've kind of gone away and slept on it for a bit, I feel a little bit better, you know. I'm starting to actually know what something is called. I may not win the competition, but I'm sure going to give her a run for her money.
Shane, you've been studying really hard for this, haven't you?
I have, fierce hard to tell you.
Are you tempted to cheat in any way?
How do you mean, like?
Well, I think you could maybe put a tattoo, maybe half a dozen flower names, maybe about 4 dozen flower names, then no one would know. Now, Germaine, you were in some very nice countryside there. Where was that?
That's Belhurst Country Park was part of it.
And that country park was in Essex, was it?
That's right.
Not a single discarded pair of knickers hanging on a bush or
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. You didn't say the whole
day.
So, he's conquered the charts. Can he conquer the wildflowers of Essex? Does he know his bluebells from his dumbbells? It's time to find out. Shane, come over and plant yourself here. OK, now, Germaine scored 10 points. So, good luck, Shane. Your time starts now. What language are most scientific plant names recorded in?
Latin.
Correct. Why is common ragwort controlled by 2 acts of Parliament?
Because it can kill horses.
Correct. Take a look at this flower and tell me what it's called.
That's a red campion.
Correct. The native bluebell is being threatened by which foreign invader?
The Spanish.
Correct. I mean, these foreign bluebells come over here, steal our nutrients. The extract of which wildflower is sometimes used as a herbal antidepressant?
That's St. John's Wort.
Correct. What is the other wildflower used with dandelion to make a traditional soft drink?
Burdock.
Correct. What is the official wildflower of Essex?
That'll be the common poppy.
Correct. Essex? Common? Surely not. What is the collective name for the outer floral leaves which surround the petals?
The corolla.
The calyx. What's the name of the sweet liquid found in the center of a flower which attracts birds and insects?
That would be nectar.
Well done. 1 nectar point to you. Which wildflower member of the carrot family is said to have killed Socrates?
That was hemlock.
Correct.
Hemlock.
If a plant had the Latin species name maritimus, where would you expect it to grow?
By the sea.
Correct. The klaxon has sounded, and you've scored a massive 10 points. That's level pegging. You've come up smelling of roses. Please take a seat. Oh, Shane, I'm afraid you really blossomed there.
Why, thank you.
Yeah. Really, were you impressed, Jermaine?
Yeah, sure I am.
What a protege. That's fabulous. With any that you got wrong that you're kicking yourself about?
Yeah, the obvious one was the calyx, you know what I mean?
Cayley, see?
Yeah, the
That was
calyx.
partly the way the question was formulated. I wouldn't
It was,
feel
actually.
too bad about that.
Yeah, it was essentially my fault. So, just to recap, the other wildflower used with dandelion to make a famous soft drink is burdock. Or if you haven't got burdock, try adding vodka and Red Bull and no dandelion. So, we've quizzed Jermaine on car mechanics and Shane on wildflowers, giving us the scores of Jermaine 10 and Shane on 10. So, aside from Jermaine's motoring knowledge and Shane's newfound love of wildflowers, what do our 2 celebrities know about that small matter of everything else? Yes, it's time to settle the contest like mature adults with a quick-fire buzz-around. All the questions are on general knowledge, so I must ask you both to step up and place your green or oily fingers on the buzzer. Well, I need hardly remind you, you're both on 10, but neck and neck, it could go either way. And your general knowledge round starts now. What's the name of the police station in The Bill?
Sun Hill.
Absolutely right, yes, Sun Hill.
How did I come to know that?
I've no idea. I know. Which female vocalist sang on Eminem's hit Stan?